just started. Well, it's the last day of January, and we've got onions to sow. Should have sown them. Well, I did sow. I sowed about 30, 35 at the beginning of January. These are the larger ones, so we're getting quite competitive on the allotment. Onions grown from seed. Who gets the heaviest one? The heaviest one last year. So this is all it's got to be grown on the allotment, and from seed the heaviest one was 3.5 pounds this year. So no special contraptions in heated greenhouses. It's just proper gardening, and it's Robinson's Mammoth. This isn't a plug, but this is what everybody wants is Kelsey, which is the biggest. But this comes in second for seed that you can get. It's Mammoth improved onion. I sowed. Nobody can get Kelsey at the moment. There's been some sort of seed disaster. Anyway, yeah, it's Mammoth improved onion. It's a lot of money, £4 for about I don't know, 100 or something like that. Yeah, 100 in the little file it comes with. And so I sowed 35, about 20 came up, but that's no criticism of Robinson's. It was January the 1st. My house isn't the warmest. I'm not a very good gardener. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I've got to get on with it. I've got, like I say, I've got a few that did make it, and they're growing on nicely in the house. So I'm going to sow the rest of these. This is what comes in the packet, and these will be the eating ones or a reserve just in case those indoors all die. Now these won't be. I'm in the greenhouse sowing these, but that's not where they're going to be kept. They're going to be going. All of the seeds I'm sowing now will be going indoors for the warmth. I'm sure they'd prefer the light out here, but they're not going to get it. But it's warmth that we need. So sorry, let's get on with it. So just ordinary. So these ordinary modules you get for any garden centre. And what I'm doing is I'm not going to fill it. This is multi-purpose, organic multi-purpose from New Horizon. Again, I'm not plugging them. It's as I get older, I whittle things down to those things that work and those things that are just ridiculous. I bought last year. I bought some Zupu, and it was basically chipped wood. And I had a massive complaint to the garden centre that sold it to me. They were very apologetic. But I realised over the years, it's in law there's a thing called caveat emptor, which means buyer beware. And it's a basic principle, well certainly England anyway, you can't trust any. Well, you think you're going to get a fair deal, but you don't. So you learn by experience to find stuff that works, then stick with it. And just about everything. I don't get anything unless I get a recommendation from somebody else. So I've learnt the hard way. Anyway, so I'm putting a thin layer of really potting compost on top for the seed to. There's virtually no nutrients in it at all, but the seed can germinate in there and then send roots down and get some food from the proper multi-purpose underneath. That's what I do. The next thing I do is water it. It's best to put the water in first, so that you don't wash your seeds away, or you wash them into a different module. You wash them into a different module, you don't know what it is that you're growing, at least until you've developed the ability to recognise seedlings, which you will eventually. Robinson's seed comes in these little files, and there's 100, approximately 100. I think it's a bit more than 100, but I'm going to sow about 10 or so in each module and take it indoors. I don't know whether you can see that. That's a nice lump of seed there. So I'm going to do basically a pinch. I don't know whether you can see that. And then I'll keep you up to date about how how it goes, how they develop. And then a light dusting of potting compost on top, just enough to cover the seeds, no more. Pick some of these lumps out. Right, that's the onions done. What we have, I'll keep you abreast of what happens to them now. It's probably take about 2 weeks for them to appear, and then another 2 weeks for them to be stood upright nicely. I'll be keeping them in the warm. I probably won't bring them out into the greenhouse until about April, or late March, whatever. So now it's hot. These are plants, and we're going to sow plants now that require heat their entire lives, and that's aubergine and chili. They need to be done early to give them a chance to grow big and then fruit before the end of our, the English growing season. It's not the longest. I mean, it's not as short as Sweden, but it is not the longest. So we need to do it now. Keep them indoors until June, and then out on the patio. They say you can't grow aubergines on the patio. You can. I had quite a nice harvest, a medium harvest. But best of all, the thing about aubergines, these are money maker. They have purple stems to the plant, and it's very attractive. I think they're really nice plants, and I like looking at them as much as I like eating them. But anyway, yeah, we're going to sow them, keep them indoors for 5 months, and then take them outdoors. So let's get on with it. So these are we're sowing these aubergines, money maker. I'm not going to sow many. I'm probably going to put 5. I don't know how many's in here. I'm going to put 5 in. And then choose the best of the ones that germinate. I'm going to choose the best. This chili is Anaheim. It's got a good reputation for flavour, mild heat. It's like it needs a long season. It needs to be sown now. If you can keep it alive, as you need central heating and so on to keep it warm indoors. But I'm going to sow 5 of these and choose the best ones. I'll decide how many. I'll probably only want 1 plant because you do get a lot of chilies, and I've got others overwintering, which I'll show you later. But yeah, no. Well, I'll start off with 5 and see how we get on. So there's that's the seed there. It looks just like the chili seed you'll see when you cut them up in your food. Looks exactly the same, funnily enough. So we'll pop that in there, 5, and choose the best, or I'll just keep all 5. I'll probably only need 1 plant. But anyway, so that's that. Let's move on. Now this is an overwintered chili, as you can see. all its leaves fell off, and what remained I pruned back. It's overwintering. It will almost definitely come back in spring. Depends how well I treat it. But overwintered chilies don't have to look like that if they are the type of chili this is. This is Capsicum pubescens, which is the rocoto chili, and it has sort of oval type chili fruits. They're hot as a habanero, about the size of about 1 inch to 2 inches in size. The fruits, and they keep their, because they grow in the Andes, they keep their leaves, so it makes a really nice house plant. Plus, this is going to fruit for me again next year. So yes, perennial plants are very interesting. Perennial food plants are very interesting, and this is a good example. You can have a nice house plant that feeds you like this. I've got another one up. Another chili that's kept some of its leaves upstairs, which I'll show you next. This is lemon algae, or Peruvian lemon drop, and it likes to keep its leaves as well as the it's not as hardy as the rocoto, but it is as you can see, it has got some leaves. Here's another of my chilies, and as you can see, lost all its leaves, and I grew this 2 years ago, and it had over the winter it kept all of its leaves. This year it's lost some of it, so I think I didn't mollycoddle it enough. Anyway, that's me done. I shall see you on the next one. Ta-da.